Good afternoon, one and all. It is my great honor and privilege to welcome you all for the inauguration ceremony of the 3rd International Health and Research Convention 2025. I request you all to raise for the Indian National Anthem and the Tamil Thai Varthi.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
To formally commence today's event, I would like to invite Professor Nirmal Kumar, Organizing Chairperson, IHRC 2025 SBV, to deliver the welcome address.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the organizing team, with pride and pleasure, we would like to welcome you all to Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth for the 3rd International Health and Research Convention 2025, being jointly organized by SBV and University of Leeds, United Kingdom. The International Health and Research Convention was innovated in 2019 to confluence all its constituent units of SBV to amalgamate academics, research, and patient care. This convention advocates the best practice of Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth. Cooperations, understanding, and series of deliberations between Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth and the University of Leeds had led this convention to be placed across the globe with high standards. We are delighted with pleasure to have with us Sri Kunil Kailashnathan, Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, as the chief guest. He would declare open this 3rd IHRC at SBV, an alma mater of Madras University and University of Wales, and as an Indian Administrative Service Officer, he has served as a Principal Secretary to 4 Chief Ministers of Gujarat, which includes Sri Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India. We welcome you, sir. We are pleased to have with us Sri M.K. Rajgopalan, Chancellor, Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth. His vision is leading SBV to greater heights across domains of academics, research, and well-being of the community. We welcome you. We are happy to have Ms. Janaka Pushpanathan, Director, South India British Council, as guest of honor for this delightful inauguration. Online, we welcome you. SBV is progressing and being nurtured year on year by the leadership of Professor N.R. Biswas, Vice Chancellor Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth. We welcome you. We are happy to have with us Professor Sher West, VC and President of the University of Leeds Online. We welcome you. Dr. Prithvi Sukumar, Pro-Dean International, Faculty of Medicine, Health, University of Leeds, had architectured the cooperation between University of Leeds and SBV, which paved way for the joint collaborations. We welcome you. Dr. Mo Ta'u, Head of MBCHP Program, School of Medicine, University of Leeds, had provided a strong platform to this cooperation between both universities, which had fostered pathways for future progression. We welcome you. We are extending our warmest welcome to Ms. Laura Smith, Deputy Dean, Faculty of Medicine, and her accompanied delegation from the University of Leeds. We are delighted to welcome Dr. Naricha, Associate Dean, International Affairs, and her accompanied delegation from the Chulalongkorn University, Thailand. University of Leeds, Chulalongkorn University, and Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth would form a consortium to work on thrust areas of academics, research, patient care, and sustainability in healthcare. A heartfelt welcome to all the renowned resource persons for all the four verticals for their enlightening and sharing the knowledge and expertise in this convention. With gratitude, we welcome the Registrar, Dean Academics, Dean Research, Director MGMRI, Director E-Learning for their presence and participation. We extend a warm welcome to all the delegates for their active participation in this convention. We are confident that we would have lived up to your expectations. We welcome the heads of the unit, constituent units, heads of the department, faculty members who form the core of SBV. The organizing team had a meticulous planning and had drained time and energy over past months in making this third IHRC colorful, meaningful, and memorable. I welcome Mrs. Asha, Organizing Secretary, Professor Palnivel, Organizing Secretary, and heads of the four verticals, Dr. Shobna, Dr. Balaniru Subramaniam, Dr. Usha Karnanati, and Dr. Padmavati, and all other members of the committee who had contributed for this convention. I conclude by welcoming you all gathered here for this auspicious inauguration ceremony of Third International Health and Research Convention at Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Light symbolizes hope, knowledge, and positivity. Let us illuminate our path with the lighting of the Kuttuvilakku. I request our dignitaries to do the honors. It is now time to felicitate our guests of honor. I request our dignitaries to do the same. Professor Sher West, VC and President, University of Leeds Online. Professor Nihar Ranjan Biswas, VC of SBV. Professor Prithvi Sukumar, Organizing Chairperson, IHRC 2025, and Professor Mo Tau, Organizing Secretary of IHRC 2025.
Thank you. I hope everyone can hear me. I'm Professor Sheila West, Vice Chancellor and President of the University of Leeds, and I wanted to thank Professor Kumar for that warm welcome. It's my pleasure to join you today, albeit virtually, at the 3rd International Health and Research Convention. I would like to start by thanking His Excellency, the Lieutenant Governor of Pondicherry, and to Sri Balaji Vidyapith for hosting this wonderful event. The University of Leeds has a long and rich history of collaboration with Indian universities. In 2024, we celebrated 25 years of our South Asia office based in Delhi, which helps champion the university's interests in Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and Nepal, as well as India. With such a long-established regional office, we have deep ties to the region, and we're proud of our 4,000-strong, engaged alumni community, whose members have significant impact in their respective fields. India has grown to become the second-largest contributor of international students to our university, and we're so grateful for the many and varied ways in which they enrich our community. We understand that in order to make real and meaningful change in the world and to fulfill our strategic priorities, we have to build effective partnerships with like-minded institutions that are similarly dedicated to tackling inequalities and finding solutions to the complex challenges we face in the world today. As such, we're delighted to have recently signed a memorandum of understanding with Sri Balaji Vidyapith, which will enable us to share knowledge and deploy our mutual expertise in research and education to help improve global health outcomes. This conference builds on our existing engagement, and I know that Leeds colleagues from the Faculty of Medicine and Health greatly valued their visit to Pondicherry last year. We're also grateful that our medical students were so successfully accommodated there in 2023. This support allowed our students to experience firsthand the outstanding tertiary care, including the observation of heart-lung transplantation. This conference is providing the opportunity to engage in numerous workshops and lectures, and to hear from esteemed colleagues, including Yunak Pushpanthan, British Council Director of South India, as guest of honor. This event will enhance our collective understanding of how health research can have a transformative impact and build a sustainable and equitable future for everyone. I thank you all for taking part. And without further ado, I'd like to reiterate my thanks to Sri Balaji Vidyapith and the event organisers. I very much look forward to our continued collaboration, and I hope the remainder of the conference continues to be enjoyable and productive. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I now invite Professor Nihar Ranjan Biswas, VC of SBV, to speak a few words. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Vanakkam, Namaskaram, dignitaries on the dais and of the dais, Sri K. Kailas Nathan, Honorable Lieutenant Governor, Puducherry, Union Territory, Chief Guest, Mrs. Janaka Puspanathan, South India British Council, Guest of Honor, Founder Chancellor Sri Balaji Vidyapith, Sri M. K. Rajagopalan, Professor Sarah West, Vice Chancellor and President, University of Leeds, who just spoke online, Professor Prithvi Sukumar, Professor Nirmal Kumar V, both are organizing chairpersons, Professor Mu Tha Wu, Professor Pradani Bhel R, and Mrs. Asha K. Nair, all are organizing secretaries of IHRC 2025, distinguished speakers and delegates, friends and press media, ladies and gentlemen. I congratulate all of you for excellently organizing 3rd International Health and Research Convention, particularly the research persons from University of Leeds and Chul Longkorn University of Thailand. We are thankful to Honorable Lieutenant Governor Sir and Madam Janaka Puspanathan for inaugurating this conference and delivering their speeches. Our beloved Chancellor Sir, Sri M. K. Rajagopalan, is the citadel of strength of all our endeavors, and we gratefully acknowledge, Sir, thank you for releasing the proceedings of this IHRC today. In the morning, we have discussed a lot of problems after this NEP 2020 and how to tackle all these problems. One way, we are increasing the number of seats in MBBS, and where there is a lack of a lot of teachers, so how to settle all these issues. So this is really a burning question now, particularly in India. And this theme of the conference is advancing global health through innovation and collaboration. And as I told recently, due to this introduction of our National Education Policy 2020, there is abrupt change in the health education scenario. And to cope up with that changes, this type of conference was very much essential and timely, which brings together leading researchers, pioneers in health professional education, women leaders and industry experts from around the world to discuss the latest advancements and innovations in healthcare research, education, and leadership. Day before yesterday and yesterday, I visited both the biomedical and cardiac care assistant workshop, and I was impressed to see how the delegates are engaged in learning. Thank you all again for your active participation. Knowledge is the weapon by which we can be a developed country soon, latest by 2047. Nandri, Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. I now would like to invite Professor Prithvi Sukumar, the organizing chairperson of IHRC 2025, to say a few words.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Vanakkam. I am Prithvi Sukumar. I am originally from Salem. I originated here and I trained here. I moved to Leeds 21 years ago, and now I am Professor for Global Partnerships and Education there. It's a great honor and privilege to be here in front of dignitaries, Lieutenant Governor of Pondicherry, and founder chairman of SBV, and all the colleagues from SBV, Chulalankan, and Leeds. When we started planning this convention, we were brainstorming about what things we need to include. I'm really happy to see that 4 important stems or main objectives which are shared among these 3 institutions have materialized to form the parts of this convention, starting from biomedical research, including AI and informatics, then the community care, especially in the cardiovascular side, then the medical education. Finally, tomorrow we are going to discuss about women in educational leadership. These 4 areas are of absolute interest to our university, and we share that with SBV and Chulalankan. And I'm really grateful for all your participation. We really enjoyed last 2 days workshops and hope to have enjoyable and memorable experience for next 2 days as well. Thank you again for joining, and wish you all a very great conference for next 2 days as well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now invite Professor Mo Tao, Organizing Secretary, IHRC 2025, to say a few words.
Good afternoon, Your Excellencies, Chancellors, Vice Chancellors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the delegations, University of Leeds, led by our esteemed Pro-Dean, Deputy Dean, Student Education, Professor Laura Smith, and on behalf of all my colleagues, I would like to present this short presentation, a journey from engagement to partnerships, as our, the celebration and partnerships. So I want to start with this photo. I have been to Pondicherry as the very first time in my life in the 3 years ago. This is the pathfinding trip, not about the university education. This is about the postgraduate education, training, and assessment for MRCB UK, membership of Royal College of Physicians and the United Kingdom examinations. In this university and then the MGMCR Hospital, we now have the UK MRCB Clinical Examination Center, led by the Professor the Balaji and then Ashar and the many colleagues. This is the photo we have taken in the university together with, in the hospital together with Professor Namakuma, Professor Paj, Ashas, and then the colleagues. And then this is the pathfinding days. We all look quite, the intense because of the, the assessment pressure. So this is the first time I have engaged with this institute and then visionary leaders, academic folks, and the colleagues. Then more engagements. What happened is the last year, the senior delegations from the SVB, led by the Professor Namakumar, visited us, our University of Leeds, our School of Medicine, and you can see this photo. Is that this is our clinical skill and the simulation suite. This is my colleagues and the Emma Simpsons and then SBV team, and Emma shows them around our clinical scale and simulation suite about our healthcare education and learning, not only the medicine code, but also any other course as well. This is another photo. This is a legendary physician from this institute, MGMCR Chennai Corporate Hospital, and Professor Georgie Abraham. Georgie Abraham is the Federation's lead examiner for the MRCB UK in the southern part of India. He also visited last year to look around our MRCB examinations delivery in our local hospital, and I've taken Georgie to one of the local restaurant, and I asked Professor Abraham, what do you want to order? Do you want chicken tikka or dosa? Or he said, well, let's order fish and chips. I said, very British. This is the way we engage in the entire. This is the workshop, very first workshop we have delivered together with the college, Royal College of Physicians, Surgeons of Glasgow, MGMCR and the British Geriatric Society about the health of the senior citizens in this part of the world. And that from this workshop, what we initiated is that now we have successfully established geriatric medicine as a service in the MGMCR hospital as the first time. So then strong partnership. This is our MOU signing ceremony in the Chennai with our esteemed VC and then our global dean education and then pro-dean faculty of medicine health from the university, Dr. Professor Pirus Kumar and all sort of colleagues, and this is Dr. Ujeda, one of our senior leaders from the SVP group. And this photo has been taken in our Faculty of Medicine and Health in Leeds School of Medicine with led by our esteemed executive dean and the Vice Chancellor, Professor Matt Carney. Professor Matt Carney himself is a consultant cardiologist and the professor of British Heart Foundation and very well-known, globally renowned academic cardiologist, and Professor Laura Smith, Professor Gil Nichols, and all my colleagues, and this is the Isha and the Laura, and then Piru, and then the Professor Mefferson, and then so on. So this is the way how we established from the engagement 3 years ago when I came to the Pondicherry up to the strong partnerships. So moving forward, what we have is that we now have this third international health and the research conventions, not only for the Pondicherry, but also for the rest of the India and the beyond across the region. Now we have the distinguished guests from the Thailand University of Chulalongkorn, led by the Professor, the Suripon and the Professor Naricha and the colleagues as well. This is the photo, another photo I want to show. This is the photo I have taken in the Faculty of Medicine, University of the Chulalongkorn, one of the top Faculty of Medicine and the university in the Asia. And we are very proud today that the Chulalongkorn University and the SVB has officially signed the partnership. So this is the emblem of the Faculty of Medicine, Chulalongkorn University, Thailand. So this is the way we engage, we extend our partnerships and the strong tie as well. In this circumstance, you may wish to ask, why we do this? For which benefit? For the best interest of the Vice Chancellors, or for the best interest of Chancellors, for my best interest, or for the showcase of the senior delegations in this House? What's the answer? What's the drive for this strong engagement, partnerships, and then the move on? So I want to give you the answer. This answer is that this is not from me, this is by the Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi once said, be the change you want to see in the world. We want to see the change. Change for what? Change for the future generations of the society. Change for the future generations of the healthcare. We are all stand together as global citizens of change today. Thank you very much. With this drive, with this motivation, we all gather together in SBV this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. That was enlightening. I now take great pleasure in inviting Shri M.K. Rajgopalan, sir, the Founder Chancellor of SBV, to release the proceedings of the IHRC 2025. To make this occasion more special, I would like to invite our guest of honor, Mrs. Janaka Pushpanathan, Director of South India British Council, to share a few words. Unfortunately, she could not be physically present today, so we welcome her online.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to His Excellency, the Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, Shri K. Kailash Nathanji, Shri M.K. Rajgopalan, Founder Chancellor of the SBV institution, Professor Nihal Ranjan Viswas, Vice Chancellor Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth. Good morning, Professor Chairperson, Vice Chancellor, University of Leeds. My dear colleagues from both institutions and the organizing committees of this wonderful conference, SBV as well as the University of Leeds, distinguished guests, friends and colleagues from press and media. It is truly an honor and privilege to be part of this significant occasion, even if it is virtually, as we gather to celebrate this important conference that marks a new chapter in the deepening and broadening of UK-India collaboration, especially in the realm of higher education and healthcare research. India has long been one of the UK's priority countries for engagement, and South India, with its vibrant academic ecosystem, plays a very crucial role in this partnership. The 5 South Indian states, along with Puducherry, already contribute significantly towards national GDP, about 30% as of today, with an audacious goal to up this number to 35% by 2030. The South is poised for exciting growth, especially in the areas of education, healthcare, climate, and digital innovation. At the British Council, we are committed to fostering strong and sustainable collaborations between the UK and India. Education, particularly access to quality healthcare and education, is a key pillar of this partnership. Our focus on health and medicine as priority areas include addressing issues such as healthcare access, equity, equality, and above all, sustainability. We are very proud to support efforts to improve both health and education, aligning these initiatives with the strategic priorities and objectives of the UK government and the government here in India, both at state and federal level. We are dedicated to enhancing the quality and accessibility of education, and this conference is a vital step in that direction. The British Council has been instrumental in facilitating a range of government engagements and institutional partnerships, bringing together the best of the UK and India's academic institutions. And the coming together of SBV and Leeds is one shining example of this partnership. Through these collaborations, we have seen the creation of impactful research networks, the exchange of knowledge, and the growth of global leaders across various fields. These efforts have not only strengthened our academic ties, but have also paved the way for shared solutions to global challenges. Looking ahead, our ambition for this event is very clear: to nurture and expand the relationship between the University of Leeds and our esteemed institutions in India, particularly in Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry. This collaboration will undoubtedly continue to contribute to the robust research networks that we are building between the Global South and the UK. Thailand's partnership is again another really good example of this. India is poised for remarkable demographic and economic shift. With India's status as the world's most populous country and a young population making up almost 1/5 of the global under 25s, we are witnessing a tremendous increase in the number of students pursuing higher education abroad. The Indian Ministry of External Affairs recently reported that 1.33 million Indian students are studying currently abroad, a remarkable 98% increase compared to 2019. With the growing demand for higher education, many Indian students will look towards the UK as their destination for world-class education. The recent reforms and initiatives by the Indian government to internationalize higher education, along with the broad acceptance of UK academic qualifications, such as the recently signed Mutual Recognition Qualifications, the MRQ agreement, will further drive the flow of Indian students to the UK. This is particularly exciting for us given that 2/3 of the Indian students are currently pursuing postgraduate courses in the UK. The graduate route program has also played a very significant role in the resurgence of Indian students coming to the UK. The UK, the US, Australia, Germany, and France are leading exporters of what we call transnational education, or TNE. They are sending countries providing the TNE programs. Statistically, the UK is one of the leading exporters of TNE with more than 571,000 students studying for UK HE qualifications and programs abroad, according to 2022-23 data, studying in 172 different UK higher education institutions. If distance learning is excluded, there are still more than 434,000 students studying with 129 UK higher education institutions. The year-on-year change is about 8.4% on the increase. India is UK's 10th largest partner for TNE worldwide, with 15,000 plus enrollments in 2022-23, and within South Asia, the second highest. The enrollment for UK TNE programs has increased by about 23% over the previous year, and Leeds has been a significant contributor to this as well. India TNE numbers have been quite stable, constituting about 16 to 18% of total enrollments from South Asia. I'm going to give you a couple of quick examples. The University of Leeds and OP Jindal have a wonderful TNE arrangement. Now with SBV, what we are witnessing today, the University of Birmingham has a brilliant arrangement with IIT Madras, and the recently signed launch agreement between the Polo Group of Hospitals and University of Leicester are a few examples of TNE arrangements that are proving to be very successful. In closing, I want to convey my best wishes for the success of this conference and express our continued commitment to the growth of partnerships between UK and India. The British Council looks forward to facilitating more such collaborations that contribute to mutual growth, sustainability, and the exchange of knowledge. Thank you, Honourable Governor, Your Excellency, and all the colleagues gathered here to make this conference a grand success, and I look forward to exciting discussions and outcomes that will emerge from this significant event. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We deeply appreciate the presence of our chief guest today, Shri K. Kailashnathan, Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, and it is my privilege to invite him to share a few words and set the tone for the afternoon.
Chancellor, Mr. Rajagopalan, the Vice Chancellor, and Mrs. Janaka Pushpanathan. And I find there are a host of long list of dignitaries. I would like to address them in short. All the medical professionals from India and from the University of Leeds, and my budding doctors and ladies and gentlemen. I feel extremely happy to inaugurate the 3rd International Health and Research Convention 2025, a collaborative endeavor of Sri Balaji Vidyapith and University of Leeds, UK. I understand that this convention represents a congregation comprising researchers, educators, healthcare professionals, women leaders, and experts from the industry and academia domain, focusing on the broad theme, advancing global health through innovation and collaboration. I perceive that this endeavor is unique, holistic, and all set to deliberate on the recent advances and current innovation strategies in healthcare, research, academics, and leadership. It is heartening to note that the nodal themes such as bioinformatics, artificial intelligence, cardiac care, health professions, education, and women in leadership are being featured in the 4-day convention. The landscape of global health is evolving rapidly. The world is continuously facing a new healthcare challenges, from pandemics and chronic diseases to emerging threats posed by climate change and antimicrobial resistance. The need for innovation has never been greater. Innovation in healthcare cannot be just about groundbreaking discoveries in medicine or state-of-the-art technology. It is all about transforming the way we deliver the healthcare, making it more accessible, affordable, and effective for all, by which ensuring health solutions reach every citizen efficiently, even for remote communities. The innovation must drive the future of healthcare. But innovation alone is not enough. To ensure that scientific progress translates into tangible benefits for people across all regions and socioeconomic backgrounds, we must prioritize collaboration. Collaboration is the key to overcoming the most pressing global health challenges. No single institution, country, or discipline can address these challenges alone. It requires a multidisciplinary, cross-sectoral approach that brings together policymakers, healthcare providers, researchers, and industry leaders. We have witnessed how global collaboration has led to incredible achievements. The fight against COVID-19 demonstrated the power of partnership among governments, pharmaceutical companies, research institutions, and healthcare workers worldwide. These alliances enabled the rapid development, approval, and distribution of vaccines, saving millions of lives across the world. I had an opportunity to work closely during the COVID time in Gujarat, and I learned a lot from that. See, the biggest question is that how do you vaccinate a country of 1,130 crore people? It's a very massive exercise. And one thing which I understood from my handling of the COVID operations was the medical profession should lead from the front. COVID was a disease, epidemic, which many of the medical professionals themselves was not aware. So I used to take the meetings in this Ahmedabad Civil Hospital, one of the largest hospitals in Asia. We used to interact on a day-to-day basis with the doctors who are treating the patients. And to my surprise, the initial days I found that the senior doctors, heads of the departments, were not entering the hospital at all to look at the patients. The entire scenario was run by a handful of nurses, staff nurses, and junior doctors. And the patients were left to the mercy of these two cadres. So one day, my son is an orthopedic surgeon, so I asked him that, can you take me to inside the ward, COVID ward. So after 12 o'clock in the night, I wore the PPE kit, and me and my son went inside. So I realized what was really happening. So next day when I addressed my senior doctor colleagues, basically it was to motivate them that, look, you are the persons who was to tell the junior doctors and the staff nurses what has to be done, because it's a very complicated disease. You don't understand the ramifications of that. And I was happy to mention that from the next day onwards, all the senior doctors, all the senior professions were readily available inside the ward, COVID ward, and it made a lot of change. So that is why I said, lead from the front. That is, these are practical things which is existing in the field. And the COVID epidemic also has taught people themselves started changing their lifestyles. That the prevention of disease, especially from the lifestyle diseases, comorbidity, and this has become a priority in the entire population. I hope it will last to 2030, at least another 5 years it will last. But after that, people tend to forget about it. But I think this is a pitch on which you have to work and further development. The public as such, they become more conscious about their health after the COVID epidemic. Most of the people are now aware of the lifestyle diseases like diabetics and blood pressure. In fact, in India, the entire population, whether it's urban or rural, many of the people do not understand that they have diabetics and blood pressure. One, the facilities are not available, or if the facilities are there, they're scared to do the test. He said, what happens if it is diagnosed that I got diabetics or I got a high blood pressure? So I think in all over India, it's the general feeling that most of the diseases are mostly in the rural areas. But to your surprise, you find that these diseases are prevalent even in the urban areas, in the most upper regions of the society also. So today, the entire India, screening of the ordinary citizens has become the priority. And people are becoming well aware of that. So it's a massive exercise which all the governments have undertaken throughout the country. Access to quality healthcare and life-saving treatments remain a challenge in many low and middle-income countries. Collaborations must be strengthened to bridge these gaps, ensuring that health innovations benefit everyone regardless of geography or economic status. As we move forward, it is imperative that we align our efforts towards a future where healthcare is equitable, inclusive, and sustainable. Here I would recollect the vision of the Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi, for his effort to ensure affordable and accessible healthcare through several health schemes, as health is the backbone of a prosperous nation. Ayushman Bharat, Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana provides free health coverage to economically weaker sections. And India has reached a stage that any citizen of India can, up to the extent of 5 lakhs, he can freely get treated. Because for a poor person, a 5 lakh, or for family, a 5 lakh expenditure on medical treatment, it can totally destroy the entire economy of the family. Then we have the Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, which offer accident insurance, while Mission Indradhanush ensures immunization in children. Additionally, National Health Mission strengthens rural and urban healthcare infrastructure. And Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission is revolutionizing digital health records. Our country needs the support of the allied health science professionals equipped with the updated knowledge, skills, and attitude to assist in the early diagnosis and management of common diseases in the peripheral communities. I'm happy to note the IHRC 2025 has also focused on empowering nursing and allied health professionals to perform the process of cardiac assessment and monitoring in the field settings. Health professions, educators have a pivotal role in shaping the future of the healthcare education nationally and globally. By organizing such health and research conventions, we create awareness about these initiatives, bridge gaps in healthcare delivery, and pave the way for a healthier world. Globally, women need empowerment in leadership roles, and Indian women have the formidable role as a catalyst to drive the nation towards Vikasit Bharat 2047. Also, United Nations Sustainable Development Goal, SDG, strives to depict gender equality and women empowerment. I deeply appreciate the excellent choice of women in leadership in conference as a part of this convention. I hope that this convention shall provide a crucial platform for the medical experts, researchers, and policymakers to address the unprecedented healthcare challenges. Countries like India, with its vast population and diverse health needs, benefits immensely from these gatherings. It is heartwarming to note that a lot of brainstorming has happened behind the screen, which has culminated in the convention of this magnitude. I take this opportunity to wish the very best to the meticulous organizing committees, members of Shri Balaji Vidyapith and University of Leeds, widely acclaimed resource persons and delegates drawn from different parts of the world. Let us work together to drive innovation, ensure quality healthcare for all, which in the convention a great success. I'd like to end my speech giving a small thought which is still in embryo stage. Pondicherry is one of the topmost tourist destinations recognized all over the world. It's such a small place Pondicherry has got 9 medical colleges, headed by JIPMER, the country's second topmost hospital and research organization. We would like to make use of these assets which the Pondicherry has got it. So we're working towards a system by which we will evolve Pondicherry to evolve as a global medical hub. Starting right from where the first step we're trying to have our airport runway to increase the so that the Boeings and Airbuses can land. And I'm sure the next 5 or 6 years, we will emerge as one of the topmost global medical hubs. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I request our founder Chancellor, Shri M.K. Rajagopalan, sir, to honor our chief guest with a memento. A moment of honor and gratitude awaits us as we invite Professor Paranavel R. and Mrs. Asha K. Nair, Organizing Secretaries, IHRC 2025, SBV, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Vanakkam and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Asha, the Organizing Secretary of this 3rd International Health and Research Convention 2025.
I am Dr. Parnivil, the co-organizing secretary.
Greetings. Such a distinguished gathering here brings us a deep sense of happiness to say thank you for the fulfilling outcome of the grand exhibit, the 4 dimensions of what the world needs today: the teamwork, the spirit, the society we serve, and the new knowledge given to the future generation. The idea of an international convention at Puducherry was inspired and initiated by our visionary former Vice Chancellor, Professor Subhash Chandra Parija, in 2019. And since then, this remarkable journey has created a stage for knowledge sharing and collaboration across the globe, with a second IHRC in 2023, followed by the third IHRC now. Today, we are honored by the presence of the Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, His Excellency Shri K. Kailashanathan. Sir, we thank you for taking the time to be with us to inaugurate the event today amidst your busy schedule. The moments we spent with you during our first meeting is still fresh in our mind, and we deeply understand your vision and ambition to transform Puducherry as one of the best medical hubs in our country. Sir, we wholeheartedly stand by your vision and will extend every support needed to make it a reality.
We would like to express our sincere gratitude to Mrs. Janaka Pushpanathan for her gracious presence as the guest of honor and to be with us today online to witness this event. We extend our deepest respect to our Honorable Chancellor, whose unwavering encouragement and support have been a guiding light for all our initiatives. Your team thanks you, sir, for your steadfast support, constant involvement, and for being with us to witness this remarkable day. Our deep appreciation goes out to the outstanding team from the University of Leeds for working closely with us to materialize the MOU aimed at transforming our shared vision into reality. We have gathered here today to witness the unfolding of IHRC 2025, the fruition of this successful partnership. With heartfelt gratitude, we would like to make a special mention of the organizing chairperson from UIL, representing the excellence that our region has to offer on an international stage. Dr. Prithvi Sukumar from the University of Leeds has made us all proud through his esteemed position at the University of Leeds, and who has been instrumental in this partnership. Thank you, sir.
A star personality, Dr. Mo, the organizing secretary from the University of Leeds, who came to SBV as an MRCP examiner from the Royal College, inspired by our dedication and our mission, guided and supported us in various initiatives to foster these collaborative efforts. Sir, thank you, and together we look forward to continue this journey. Our collaborators are from far and near across the globe. We thank the team headed by Dr. Naricha from Chulalongkorn University, Thailand. A significant milestone has been achieved today, with both the institutions proudly signing MOU this morning to excel in our collaborative journey.
Regular brainstorming meetings and insightful guidance have been instrumental in keeping us on track towards this meticulous planning and execution of this event. We express our heartfelt gratitude to our Vice Chancellor and all the esteemed university functionaries for their support. The capstone of an event is measured by its end beneficiary participation. Words are limited to thank all our esteemed speakers, panelists, researchers, and delegates for their participation and engagement that is bound to make this convention a grand success. Accepting responsibility for a challenging task involves a person's attitude, enthusiasm, and commitment. The vertical heads of the 4 events who have been pivotal to their session's success deserve a special mention here. Dr. Shobana Jaikanesh, Dr. Balaniru Subramanian, Dr. Devdutt Basu, and Dr. Usha Karnanidhi with Dr. Padmavati. We thank you for your dedication and leadership in successfully organizing this event as planned.
No matter the hour, stars illuminate the night sky. Similarly, our team members, the true stars of any occasion, work tirelessly to make this event a remarkable success. Their collaborative spirit brought us this momentous time of happiness and joy. We thank the project team, IT team, admin team, support staff, the MC, and media, and our sponsors for the excellent support in organizing this 4-day mega event. Finally, the the organizing team for the 3rd IHRC 2025, our advisor, Professor Ashok Kumar Das, for his valuable inputs, and the organizing chair, Dr. Nirmal Kumar, the captain of the 3rd IHRC 2025, for his critical analysis, support, and encouragement, which have made our process smooth and vibrant. As we end, I wish to highlight my co-organizing secretary, Dr. Payanivel, with whom it is always a pleasure to collaborate, the perfectionist who follows up with every bit in detail. I look forward to work with them again. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mrs. Asha, the organizing secretary. In 3 words, I would like to describe as she is a passion-driven, power source, and the paradigm of women empowerment as we see today. And thank you, madam, for making the entire organizing process a memorable event for the entire team. Thank you. Finally, I thank each one of the SBV family for your unwavering support for making this event a magnificent success. Thank you,
Thank you all.
one and all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I request you all to rise for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you once again. I request the delegates to stay as the program will now continue as per schedule. Thank you.